just want to play that. Hey guys, this is bestest Nintendo DS player in the world here, and before we do this update, I'd just like to tell you, in case you haven't know what the purpose of these channels are. This is my main channel from my new videos. My old videos will be re-uploaded onto the CJ archive, retro archive, and my adverts will be on the CJ advert archive, so hope you enjoy. Anyway, folks, it's a multimedia update, folks. We've got a lot of DVDs to get through. We also got 3 VHSs and 24 vinyls and 1 Blu-ray. So we're gonna start off with the 1 Blu-ray because that's the smallest amount of stuff I have, and it is Big Hero 6. Is the front, the spine, the other spine, and the back. This is a Walt Disney Home Entertainment release from 2015. There's the disc. It's from the creators of Wreck-It Ralph, which was good, and Frozen, which was terrible. Okay. Thankfully, this movie is way better than Frozen. I'm glad it won Best Animated Feature. Anyway, now we've got a lot of DVDs to get through. Quite a few of these are John Wayne related, and some of them are still... Actually, before we do it, we're going to do the 3 VHSs I got. So, yeah, we're going to start off with the 3... We're going to start off with Disney one. It's Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Front, spine, and the back. It's the 134-minute version, or 139 if you're using NTSC. This is a this is from 1928, but it's a re-release. You can tell by the black reels, updated label, the box, and the updated U rating. It's printed on the 19th of October, film 3, and there's the Mickey Mouse hologram, so you know it's genuine. Next up is Remains of the Day, with Anthony Hopkins and Emma Thompson, and the creator of Howard's End. $5.99. I didn't pay that. There's the front, spine, the back. This is a Cinema Club release from 1997 in conjunction with Columbia TriStar Home Video. And there's the tape and label on the bottom, and it's got an advert for other releases from the Cinema Club label on the inside. Distributed by VCI. And last VHS up is Dr. Finlay. The episodes 1 and 2, as seen on ITV on Scottish television. There's the front, spine, the back. This is a polygram video release from 1993. There's the tapes, one of the last ones to use the video construction logo. Here on the button. Now we're going to go on to the DVDs. Have quite a few to get through, and some of them are even still sealed through. First off is A Streetcar Named Desiree. Front, spine, the back. This is a Warner Home Video release from 2006. This is the single disc edition, and this is the This film's originally from This is originally a 1951 film, but this is the 1993 original director's edition of the film, which is a lot easier to get on home media. So. Next up, the first of many sealed ones. It's Humphrey Bogart in Sahara, part of the Columbia Classic series. Front, spine, and the back. This is a Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment release from 2001. Praised to see it still sealed. Next up is also still sealed. One of many westerns I got. It says Once Upon a Time in the West. That's with Gloria Gansey, Henry Fonda, can't see his name, and Charles Bronson. This is a Sergio Leone film. Front, spine, the back. It's a Paramount release from 2010. Yeah. And next up, the first of many John Wayne films. I got Cat Hill, United States Marshal. Front, spine, the back. This is a Warner Home Video release from 2007. Next up, another John Wayne film, El Dorado, also starring Robert Mitchum. This is in widescreen as well. Front, spine, the back. This is a Paramount release from 2006. although the disc is from 2009, so it's a reprint. Next up, another still sealed one. It's Cat Ballyhoo with Jane Fonda and Lee Marvin. Front, spine, the back. This is a Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment release from 2003. Next up, another John Wayne film, True Grit, also starring Glenn Campbell and Kim Darby. The front, the spine, and the back. This is a Paramount release from 2002. There's the disc. Next up we have Star, a Robert Wise film with Julie Andrews. Here's the front, spine, and the back. This is a 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment release from 2005. Yeah. This is a classic movie. Next up we've got the original 1960s version of The Producers. It's a Sidney Glacier film. I'm starring Joseph L. Mastel, Gene Wilder, and Dick Shawn. Front, spine, the back. This is a Momentum Pictures release from 2004 in conjunction with Kino Welt and Studio Canal. Disc 1 and Disc 2. I'm glad to finally have the original Producers on DVD in my mum's house. Next up, another still sealed one. This is Peanuts, the 60s collection, all 6 remastered TV specials. Front, spine, the back. Specials on here was a Charlie Brown Christmas, Charlie Brown's All Stars, It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, You're in Love, Charlie Brown, He's Your Dog, Charlie Brown, It Was a Short Summer, Charlie Brown. These were, of course, the classic 1960s Charlie Brown movies, which featured music by Vince. Produced by Bill Martez. This is a Warner Home Video release from 2015, and it's still sealed. Anyway, now we have Thunderbirds Are Go, the movies. Front, spine, the back. This is an MGM release from 2001. There's the disc. Yes, and these last 2 DVDs are both Elvis related. Starting off with Loving You. Front, spine, the back. This is a Prism Leisure release in conjunction with Medusa and NBC Home Video from 2003. Originally released by Paramount. There's the disc. And last one up is another Elvis movie, G.I. Blues. Front, spine, the back, and this is a Paramount release from 2002. And there's the disc. And now lastly, we've got some LP. We've got some singles on vinyl. Starting off with, ironically, Wooden Heart by Elvis Presley. Next up is It's Now or Never by Elvis Presley. After that is Sugar Sugar by the Archies. After that we've got I'm a Believer by the Monkees. Next up, She'd Rather Be With Me by the Turtles. Next up, a song that appeared on the very first Nat Cycle Music album, Boom They Don't Know by Tracy Ullman. And next up, The Game of Love by Wayne Fontana and the Mindbenders, and it just so happens to be released by Fontana Records. Is that a coincidence? Next up, Hold Your Head Up by Argent. Next up, Up and Away by the Johnny Mann Singers. Next up, West End Girls by the Pet Shop Boys. I think this is the redone version. I'm not sure. Next up, Rock Me Amadeus by Falco. Pretty ironic considering I recently got the movie Amadeus on VHS. Next up, My Fair Lady by Frederick Lowe and Alan J. Lenner. Next up, 25 or 6 to 4 by Chicago. Next up, a big one, I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles. Next up is Sugar Baby Love by the Rubettes. Next up is Oh Pretty Woman by Roy Orbison. Now we've got Chain Reaction by Diana Ross. This one is Rocket Man by Elton John. And speaking of Elton John, we also have here Crocodile Rock. Next up is Runaway by Del Shannon. Next up is Signed, Sealed, Deliver, I'm Yours by the great Stevie Wonder. Next up is I Want You Back by the Jackson 5. Next up, this massive seller here, Mull of Kintyre by Paul McCartney and Wings. And lastly, The Streak by Ray Stevens. And that concludes my update. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and bye.